Hello again, my YouTube friends. Welcome to another video. This time I'm talking about the wheelchair accessibility of the toilet combined shower facility I'm making. So it's a composting toilet and a solar powered shower, and I've been researching and trying my best to follow the British standards for wheelchair accessibility. And I want to talk you through what I've done and why I've done it, and I am interested in any observations, especially by people that are wheelchair users, that can come up with ideas that I might not have thought about, that even might not be in the British standards, which would just make things more comfortable for you. Okay, so if we start with the door, it's 1 metre wide, so it's a good width for wheelchair accessibility. Now at the moment there is a 2x2 across the bottom, but that is for stability for the framing, because this whole unit is going to be deconstructed and reconstructed down in a field, so completely off grid. And once that happens, I'll be cutting out that piece of 3x2 down there, so there'll be decking outside and it'll be flat from the outside to the inside for a wheelchair to run over. And then the main other thing with the door is this nice big handle I put on here, which runs right the way along, so even if you, once you're in here, you can run along and easily shut the door. Okay. The next thing to talk about is the shower area. Now this I've put in the corner because all the diagrams I could find were a shower area in the corner of the room. I'm sure there's very good reason for that, so I didn't argue. Initially I wanted it in the middle of the wall, but doing the research I decided to put it in the corner. And then we've got fold down arms, which they're really solid, and they are a designated distance from the wall and from the seat, the fold down seat. And then there's a handle there for that's really strong. That's nice smooth wood that I've made for lifting up and down. So if we put these out the way, and then we can show, it's easier, there's a little metal peg that comes out. It's easier than I made it look then, just because I'm doing it one-handed with a video. And then that seat folds down. Now I'm not going to tell you how heavy I am, but it's quite a lot, and there's a bit of spring in it, but it's really solid. I can bounce up and down to my heart's content, and that's fine. So the shower head, the roof's not on yet, of course, because I'm still building it, but the shower head will be directly above that seat, and there'll be a pull string to turn the shower on and off. There will also be a pull string for an alarm, which will just be a bell on the outside. Then, not part of the wheelchair accessibility, but an important to mention, is that is the water heater and water tank for the shower. Now the shower will never be really hot, it'll just be lukewarm, but the water heater is reliable and works very well. And then there is a pump under there which will be switched from the rope next to the shower. Now we move on to the composting toilet. Now this is still again under construction, but more or less getting there. There is, starting at this side, there is a fold down armrest, which again really solid, really smooth, nice tactile wood. Then there is the composting toilet itself with a lid that lifts up easily with a big handle on it, and it's flat right across to easily slide over to get on it. And then there is another handle there, which is again really nice and smooth, wood, tactile, and very, very solid. And then within easy reach, we have the sink made out of wood with a plug in the bottom. And so you can fill that with water and wash your hands while you're still getting off the seat. I've still got to put a toilet roll holder, but I think it's going to go just there, again within easy reach and access, and it'll be protected from splashes from the sink. And then above here you can see the diagram, one of the diagrams I've been working off. That is a shelf to hold a water jug. So we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Of course, this is completely off-grid, and there'll be a water jug there for washing the hands that is refillable from the tank over here. So I hope that covers everything, and I'll stand back a bit, give an overall view of the sitting toilet area and the door and the shower area. Now we've got to remember all these things have got to be finished, stained and protected with polyurethane varnish, which will make it all hygienic. But wood in itself, especially this larch, is a natural antiseptic properties. Okay, so like I was saying, any thoughts, especially from wheelchair users, of how I can improve this area, will be gratefully received. Please leave your comments below, and I'll be really, really happy to at this stage try and make this as good as I possibly can for an off-grid composting toilet and solar powered shower with full wheelchair accessibility. Thank you very much indeed for your time.